Toren Signal.
No, man.
So it's been like 2 years since our first interview.
Facts. Been a minute.
How you been? What's been going on?
I've been good. We got 3 weeks left of school, and I'm a senior. The last time we did it, I was a junior. Well, going into my junior year, so, life's been going good, school's been going good, so, can't complain, man.
So first, I want to know, who is Toren Signal off the field?
Man, like I said last time, Toren Signal off the field, he's a very hard-working man. He makes smart decisions. He do his best for him. He a really stay-at-home guy. Don't do too much. Really just play the game. Or he sleep. He don't really do too much.
Yes, sir. Can you tell me what's your favorite moment throughout high school?
My favorite moment was probably freshman year, playing Grace King, getting our rag back. That's going down in history. So that's something you can never forget. Or it's either that or junior year versus John Everett. I can't remember last time Riverdale beat John Everett. That was history too. So yeah, John Everett, it overtakes that. Yeah, it was the John Everett game.
So I want to know, how did you grow from each year?
Really just coming into my freshman year, not really being developed, not mentally strong, and as the years, as I'm keep playing games, progressively getting better, mentally stronger, working out, physically getting stronger. I'm really just staying in the game, learning from the ones that's above you, and really just being a student of the game. That's the only way you can get better.
So I want to know, what is your weekly preparation?
My weekly preparation, probably Monday. We just going over the films, what they do, depending on the longer distance, the down the distance, what coverage they run on the first down, what coverage they run on the third down, and really just seeing the DB technique.
Yes, sir.
And then as the weeks go on, we just really just see how the game's going, what coverages can you disguise, how can you just find the open zone. So really just being a student of the game, like I said last time.
Yes, sir. So you had 3 different coaches. What did you learn from each coach?
What I learned from each coach was you just have to mentally buy in. You got to stay locked in, no matter who the coach is, no matter who your offensive coordinator is. The game gonna never change no matter who it is. So you just got to stay ready at all times.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's what I really learned from 3 different head coaches coming in. You just got to stay ready. You don't never know what can happen.
Yes, sir.
So you got to stay prepared, stay locked in.
And I want to really know, what kind of music really gets you in that mood?
So it depends. Some people really be going young boy. I'm a Janae Aiko type of guy. SZA. I'm a chill guy. I don't really be on that extra. I can go depending on who we playing. I can really I'm young boy, Vine, Janae, and SZA for real.
Yes, sir. And I want to know, what would you tell kids who is coming to high school?
What I tell kids coming to high school, man, the number 1 priority is your grades, man. Make sure you're doing what you're doing in school from the jump. I'm talking about from freshman year to all the way to your senior year. Just make sure you stay on top of your work. Work out, be respectful off the field and on the field. That respect, it go a long way. Like I said, stay locked in, work out. You gotta get better each and every day by 1%, man. So you just gotta keep working, and it's gonna come to you.
Yes, sir. And I want to know, what was some of your biggest challenge, and how do you overcome it?
My big challenge, it was probably my ankle injuries. I dealt with a lot of ankle injuries throughout the high school years, and injuries are the worst to even overcome. Really just make sure you work on whatever you're injured. For me, it was my groin plate, so I'm make sure I'm not skipping leg day. I'm working on my ankle stability. I'm stretching. And really just it's really a football game. It's really all about the mental, bro. you gotta be mentally locked in, mentally prepared, and you just gotta stay ready whenever your time comes.
So, and I want to know. So you're like a multi-athlete. Like you play football, track, and like basketball. Why football?
Football. It just you just get a different vibe from football. Than track, basketball, soccer, baseball, whatever. You get it's just like a brotherhood, man. Y'all all come as one. This is a bond that can't be broken. It's a very strong bond that you can't just create. Not even create. You can't just find. You got to create that bond. And, football. I feel like that brings bring all y'all into one. Create each other as a whole.
Can you tell me what's next for you?
What's really next for me is, like I said, I got 3 weeks of school left. So I'm currently committed to LCU. My plan is maximum 2 years. Really it's one, but you might not, get the opportunity that you want first year. So maximum 2, and I'm really just hoping to enter the portal after that.
Yes, sir. And where do you see yourself from this conversation to like 5 years?
That in 5 years, my plan is to, that should be my second year in the NFL. Honestly, that should be my second year in the NFL. Life's going good. If not, if all things don't work out, I do have a backup plan. Football not gonna last long, so you also should have that backup plan just in case things go wrong. Like I said, injury is the worst. One injury could mess up your whole career like that. So that's why I also have a backup plan. But in 5 years, I definitely see myself my second year in NFL. Doing what I love doing the most and taking care of my family and my family. I see my family, my wife, my children, my mama, my brother, my friends, everybody, man. Just make sure everybody good, make sure everybody's stable and on the right mindset.
Yes, sir. And I want to know, like, you said that before anything, school comes first.
Fact.
And I think a lot of people don't really know, without the like education part, you would never get forward from the academic part.
Fact. And a lot of athletes, they take that, just take that as a joke, man. That's the number one priority, man. And I know a lot of athletes who was supposed to go big, but then grades messed them up. Like I'm talking about from family members.
Yeah.
Like it, grades is your number one priority, man. Make sure you doing what you do in the class, not being a class clown, not fooling around. It get to a point, bro. Y'all in high school, man. So it just, just have fun, bro.
Yeah.
And don't be doing no dumb stuff. Getting suspended from school, fighting at school, getting caught with things you shouldn't be getting caught with, man. It's really just easy. Just do your work. And you go straight to practice and get out of there. It's just a repeated cycle, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna go by like that.
Yes, sir.
So don't take it for granted.
And I want to know, what's some fun things that you probably do off the field that like some people probably don't really know about you?
I mean, to be honest, I don't really do much off the field. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll go out, probably go to Surge, a little dunking place, have fun.
Yeah.
I'm really just chilling on the game, bro. I'm not really an outside type of guy, I don't really be partying and doing all that stuff.
Yes, sir. And I want to know, who is your top 5 receivers right now?
We talking about college or
everything?
So this not gonna be in order, but this gonna be my top 5 in general. So we got Jamar Chase, we got Jettas, we got Jeremiah Smith, we got JSN, and my 5th, I gotta go Devontae Smith, bro. That'd be nice.
That's a good list.
Facts.
That's a good list. So who is your team right now? Who you be rooting for like college and the league?
My team gonna forever be Ohio State. I'm not gonna say Ohio State. Wherever Jeremiah Smith go, that's my team, bro. That's my team.
Real, bro.
NFL, man, it's still a Saints hometown. It don't matter how trash we is. We're gonna be a Saints fan regardless.
Yes, sir. So is it any last words that you want to say to the people?
Really just, man, stay focused. Keep God first, man. Make sure y'all pray. stay prayed up. You know, you never know what could go wrong. You could be at the wrong spot at the wrong time. You never know what could go happen, bro. So really just stay motivated and stay on the right path, man. And that's really all I got for y'all.
And I just want to say, man, make sure you just pray. And like me and bro, like, you know, we recently kind of just got back in the Bible. We didn't got back in church, you know. We had to get our faith back right. That is more important than a lot. Is God. And I feel like so many people take life for granted. And I done seen it, like people with so much potential, but it just raised in a bad environment, bro, that it just causes you to just go the other way. And I'm very proud of guys like you, Ken, Philly, and I really feel like you guys are giving the kids hope from Shrewsbury, bro. And they just see what y'all doing and was like, okay, I can do that too, bro. I can do that too. And I just want to say, bro, like, we come from Shrewsbury. Not that many people even get opportunities to go play in college and football. And we just want to say, bro, we're proud of you. Thanks for your time today, man. Of course. Thank you. Appreciate it. We out.